The Secrets of Building Karnak, a tale of sand, stone, and stars. In the golden heart of ancient Thebes, where the Nile whispered through fertile lands and the gods walked among mortals, rose one of the greatest wonders of civilization, the Karnak Temple. Today, it stands as a monument of stone and silence. But few know the tale behind its creation, a tale passed in secret from master to apprentice, hidden in shadows and whispered only under the veil of stars. It began over 4,000 years ago, under the reign of Pharaoh Senusret I. The land was calm, the gods appeased, and the people prosperous. But the pharaoh, driven by visions in his dreams, desired to build a place where Amun-Ra himself could descend from the heavens, a temple not just of worship, but of divine communication. Senusret summoned the finest minds of Kemet, architects, astronomers, stonecutters, and priests. At the head of them was Imenacht, a brilliant but quiet architect known for his deep understanding of both the earthly and the celestial. He had studied the stars since childhood, learning that the gods spoke through their alignments, that the sky was not only a roof but a scroll. The pharaoh gave him a single command: build a gate to the gods. Imenacht withdrew for 3 days and 3 nights into the desert with only water, papyrus, and a bronze stylus. When he returned, he held the first secret of Karnak. The temple must mirror the heavens, he told the pharaoh. Each column shall be a pillar of the sky, each chamber an echo of the cosmos. He began by aligning the axis of the temple with the rising sun during the winter solstice, a time when Amun-Ra's power was believed to renew. The main sanctuary would be lit by sunlight only once a year, a golden beam piercing the darkness to touch the sacred statue of the god. This was not coincidence. It was prophecy carved into architecture. But the true secret of Karnak lay beneath the earth. In the hills east of the Nile, hidden within a dry cavern, Imenacht and a small group of workers unearthed a rare stone called Djesa Ankh, stone of living flame. It glimmered faintly even in the dark, believed by the priests to carry the breath of Amun himself. Imenacht insisted the foundation of the temple must be built with this stone, though transporting it meant carving an underground canal and floating it down the Nile under moonlight to avoid prying eyes. Each block of Djesa Ankh was set with a sacred rite. The priests chanted incantations as the stones were placed, believing the temple's power came not just from what was seen, but from what was heard during its making, the vibrations of the sacred words bonding stone and spirit. As decades passed, the temple grew. Successive pharaohs added their own touches: Ramses, Seti, Thutmose. But always they consulted hidden scrolls written by Imenacht, kept in a sealed chamber deep within the temple, a chamber with no doors, only a shaft of light that opened once every 7 years when the stars formed a perfect triangle above Thebes. In this chamber was the final secret, a map not of land, but of time. Imenacht had calculated that Karnak would act as a calendar, a cosmic clock. Shadows cast by the obelisks would mark seasons, the changing angles of the sun revealing the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Priests used this knowledge to predict floods, harvests, and even wars. But power breeds ambition. One priest, Nesamun, sought to unlock the chamber prematurely. He devised a plan to reflect sunlight down the shaft using polished gold mirrors. He succeeded, but as he descended, he never returned. Some say the chamber was protected by a curse. Others believe Nesamun discovered a truth too great for mortal minds. Centuries passed. The secrets were buried beneath sand and silence. Karnak, though still majestic, became a place of faded power. Yet even now, when the winter solstice sun strikes the sanctuary with its golden finger, some say the stone beneath your feet warms with an ancient pulse, the breath of Djesa Ankh, still alive. And if you stand in the right place at the right time and close your eyes, you might hear a whisper, "Build not only with stone, but with meaning." And that, dear traveller, is how the Karnak Temple was born, not just from labour and limestone, but from dreams, stars and secrets that may never fully be known. Would you like a version of this as an audio story or even a dramatic retelling script?